Public services are in the middle of a perfect storm, facing the multiple challenges of austerity measures to balance the public finances, changing demographics, which will increase demand for services, and ever more demanding citizens who want to access public services in new and different ways. The government's programme of public service reform will create many new opportunities for ambitious public service staff and service providers. The watchwords in this new environment will be innovation and managing risk effectively.
The government has embarked on a major programme of public service reform. The changes that we are seeing are against a backdrop of the need for substantial savings in public spending to reduce the country's deficit, but also a policy of localism, devolving control over public services to local bodies rather than Whitehall wherever possible. TPP Law is a law firm passionate about improving public services. Whether in education, health and social care, local government or offender management, we work with our clients to create innovative partnerships and new service models. The projects we help to create have a direct positive impact on the lives of citizens. Setting up a partnership, outsourcing contract or new service model can be complex, time-consuming and fraught with risks. Our aim at TPP Law is to help you every step of the way manage risks, contain costs and deliver the right outcome for your organisation. In the health and social care sector, we have helped our clients in the NHS and local authorities to create inspiring new spaces as well as new service arrangements where staff teams exercise their right to provide. Under this initiative, service managers can spin out of their host organisation and establish a new, independent business to deliver their services. We have been privileged to work with these passionate innovators.
Social enterprise was the perfect match, really. It meets our aim, and that is to provide a really good maternity midwifery service, which we know we provide now, but we wanted to be able to share that with any woman who wanted it in the UK. TPP Law were great. They guided us through all the options that we had to choose from in terms of which legal entity we would choose, and then once we'd made that decision, they spent a long time and were very patient with our members, guiding us through building up a set of rules or a constitution.
I thought it was invigorating because I learned from doing it. I found they've got an extensive knowledge of their specialist subject areas, and they've also got quite an insightful approach to these new developments, and so I feel I've learned from actually having an involvement with them.
In education, we work with local authorities, schools and colleges to create new service models. For example, we advise on converting schools into new autonomous academies, setting up free schools led by parents and community organisations.
The support that schools get from their local authorities or are getting from their local authorities is reducing year by year, and it's become very clear that schools have to stand more and more on their own 2 feet. We were looking to become a multi-academy trust, which enables you to provide lots of opportunities for staff development, for training across the academy and for developing your own curriculum. When converting to academy status, it's very important that you find a law firm that works at the same pace as you. I like to work on a now basis, and it's very fortunate that they seem to have the same attitudes. They put me under the same pressure as I put them under, and I think we were both better for the experience. We are using them for additional work in our expansion because we've got other schools joining us.
Probation and offender management services are undergoing a period of intense change too. Probation trusts are moving towards a separation of their commissioning functions from their direct service provision. TPP Law is working with charities, social enterprises and private sector providers to set up new contracts and partnerships based on payment by results. In local government services, a wider variety of services continue to be outsourced or delivered through shared service arrangements through sectors as diverse as care homes, social care services, leisure centres and building maintenance.
So we wanted to look at involving people who use the service more in designing and running the service alongside staff who deliver that service. So we set up a community interest company and we involved the staff and local people in that setup and delivery. We have a board of directors that includes people who use the service and the staff, and that has made a fundamental difference in both the culture of the organisation and how directly the support is delivered.
The team at TPP Law have been brilliant. Actually, they've been a breath of fresh air. Usually, when you go to talk, and I don't want to sound cynical, usually when you go to talk to lawyers, they're quite square, yeah, and you just get normal legal jargon where you don't understand. These guys actually were really good at breaking down into layman terms, not just to me as a manager or director, but also to the workers on the ground, to where they actually understood what it meant for them. They walked the path with us as well. You know, people didn't just see them as lawyers; they were able to confide in them and ask questions that other people might think were silly. They didn't look at us like that. They were really friendly. Owen, Chris, Gemma, Rebecca, they've been fantastic in how they worked with us. And what's been really good is that they brought a human side to the connection.
Whether you need help with a tender process, drafting commercial agreements, choosing the right corporate vehicle, advice on TPP and pensions issues, or transfers of property and assets, we can help. Connect with us today on tpplaw.co.uk, email info@tpplaw.co.uk, or join the conversation in our LinkedIn forum at pspf.co.uk, or Twitter @TPP Law. TPP Law. Passionate about public services.